All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to learn how to tell a computer exactly what to do using a language called Python. And you know what the best part is? You need absolutely zero experience. Let's do this.
I mean, really think about that for a second. Have you ever just wanted to give a computer a set of instructions and have it follow them perfectly, every single time? Not asking it, but telling it what to do.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do in the next few minutes. And we're not starting with some boring Hello World example. No, we're building a real working tip calculator from scratch right now.
Okay, so out of all the programming languages out there, why are we starting our adventure with Python? What makes this one so special? Honestly, it all comes down to one thing: simplicity. The code you write in Python reads almost like plain English, which is a huge deal when you're starting out. Plus, it's used everywhere, from building websites to doing cutting-edge AI research. And that last part, batteries included, that just means it comes with a ton of useful tools right out of the box.
Now, like any language, Python has rules, a grammar. But here's the thing. There's one rule that's way more important than all the others, and it's actually incredibly simple. But it's what makes Python, well, Python.
That's it. Indentation. I'm serious. Those spaces at the beginning of a line of code, they're not just there to make things look pretty. In Python, they're the law. It's how you group code together into logical blocks. And you can really see the difference here. Look at the right. A lot of other languages use all these curly braces and semicolons. It works, sure, but it can get kind of messy. Now look at the Python code on the left. It's just clean. The indentation tells you everything you need to know. Simple and readable.
Oh, and if you want to leave a note for yourself or for anyone else reading your code, you just use a hashtag. Anything after that hashtag on the same line is called a comment. The computer completely ignores it. Think of it like a little sticky note just for humans.
Okay, so we've got the main rule down. Now, to actually build our calculator, we're going to need a way to store information, right? Like we need a place to remember the cost of the bill. We need some containers for our data.
And these containers have a name: variables. Honestly, the best way to think of a variable is just as a labeled box. You put a piece of information inside, like the number 50, and you slap a label on the box that says bill amount. Now, whenever you need that number, you just ask for the bill amount box. It's that easy.
But Python needs to know what kind of stuff you're putting in each box. Is it text like hello? That's called a string. Is it a whole number like 42? That's an integer. How about a number with a decimal point like 3.14? That's a float. Or maybe just a simple true or false. That's a Boolean. These are the basic kinds of information we'll be working with.
All right, we've got our rules and we've got our storage boxes. Now for the really fun part, making our program actually talk to a user. We need a way to get information in from them and send our results back out.
Okay, now here is a super important tip. This is a classic trap that gets almost every new programmer, so listen up. When you use the input function to ask a user for information, Python always gives it back to you as text, as a string. Even if the user types in a number, Python sees it as text.
So let's think about that. If you ask the computer to add the text 5 plus the text 5, what do you think you're going to get? It's not 10. Nope, you get 55, because all the computer knows how to do is smush the two pieces of text together. So, to fix this, we have to specifically tell Python, hey, I know this looks like text, but I want you to treat it like a number. We do that with int for whole numbers or float for decimals. This one tiny step is the secret to making our calculator actually do math. All right, this is it. This is the moment we've been building up to. We've learned the rules, we've gathered our tools, and now it's time to put it all together. Let's build our tip calculator.
So here's how all those pieces fit together. Step 1, we ask for the bill, and we immediately convert that input into a decimal number using float. Step 2, we do the exact same thing for the tip percentage. Step 3 is just a little bit of math to figure out the tip amount. Step 4, we add the bill and the tip together to get our grand total. And finally, step 5, we print a nice, clean, formatted message showing the final result.
And when you run that code, this is what you get. It asks for your input, it does the calculation behind the scenes, and then, boom, a perfect, clean result. That's a real, useful tool you just created. Let that sink in for a second. You just took a bunch of abstract ideas, variables, data types, input, and you built something real. You told the computer what to do step by step, and it listened. That right there is programming.
So you've built a calculator. What's next? A simple game? A tool to organize your music?
The possibilities are literally endless now. You've taken that first, most important step. So the only question left is, what will you build next?